here.
Action!
Special edition of the MVP show. We're talking college football with Billy Duggan. I still can't pronounce it. Max Duggan. Dugan. All right. Well, we'll see if he has more energy than last week, because last week he was stuck at a work conference room. But welcome to this special edition of the MVP show. We had some sessions off over the summer, so we're doing some more here. But lots to talk about. We'll be doing a show today and tomorrow, so might cover some of the same. But Billy's our resident college football expert. To start off, let's talk about the big trade last week. My Packers, baby. Micah Parsons. I absolutely love it. We didn't give up very much for it.
Just paid him $47 million.
Yeah, but that contract in a couple years isn't like, that's not gonna, like, he won't. It's worth it for the 4-year deal.
I think a guy getting $47 million is not a quarterback. You're playing to lose.
So you're gonna pay T.J. Watt and Myles Garrett.
The Browns aren't gonna win.
Bad timer when you get a sec. Myles Garrett
won't win. Browns won't win.
Okay, but Myles Garrett and TJ are like 29 and 30 years old.
I won't say the Packers. If the Packers want to win a Super Bowl, that was the move to make. I mean, for the Cowboys, you can't pay 3 guys. You need 22 guys.
No, I'm cool with that. But what would you rank Myles not Myles, Micah in terms of top defenders in the NFL?
Yeah, no doubt about it. Look, I'm a Micah guy. He was my guy up until a week ago. To get the money TJ gets and Myles gets at 4 years younger, like, I'm not saying it's a bad investment for the Packers. I'm just glad the Cowboys didn't make that investment. You look at a crazy part people leave out. He would have made more money in Dallas. He just wanted the title of being on the highest paid quarterback player of all time. He would have made more money in Dallas than he's going to make.
But again, in 2 years, those contracts are going to go up, and the next defensive guy is going to get even more than that. So
I mean, that's a different.
We never
reset the market.
We never spend money. They're getting 2 late first-round picks. Kenny Clark, but we do have young guys that can replace him. Yeah. I mean, Kenny Clark's a beast. I think we made out like bandits, considering how many picks and stuff were dealt with the Khalil Mack deal.
Yeah,
I love it for my Packers. We never spend on this. We drafted a receiver. We're going all in.
Yeah, Packer fans, you got to be happy. I will say we don't know what the picks are going to be. God forbid the Packers miss the playoffs. Now you're looking at like a 15th, 16th. Pick and whatever the Cowboys fit.
Whatever Jerry Jones decides.
I would have loved if it was maybe like a first Edrin Cooper and Kenny Clark.
Yeah,
I would have loved that.
Yeah,
the linebacker help.
And we still have Wyatt, and so it's going to be interesting. I think it basically solidifies us as a playoff team now.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. But I think you look from the Cowboys scope again. Packers, it was never going to be a bad move. You got arguably the best defender at his age, one of the best in our generation. Was never going to be a bad move for the Packers. You look from the Cowboys side, I think a lot of people say Jerry's an idiot, Jerry's a bumbling idiot, all these things, right? But he cleared, he saved us $47 million. He saved us, I mean, now we have 2 first-round picks in the next 2 years. We can use that however we want to. We got to.
Hey, tank for Arch. I'm saying.
I don't want that anymore, but we addressed,
we'll dive into that.
We addressed the D-line issues. Mozzie Smith can now be cut and go back to fucking Michigan.
Yeah, Kenny's a beast.
Yeah, I'm happy with it. I really am.
We're playing you guys week 4, so it should be interesting. I don't hate the Cowboys.
In Jerry's world.
Been watching the Cowboys doc, so that's been good.
Yeah.
Let's dive in though. Busy week of college football. We're going to dive in more to today than tomorrow. New rankings are out. Ohio State's at number 1, Penn State 2, LSU 3, Miami up to 5. Clemson all the way down to 8, Notre Dame down to 9, and then Florida State all the way up to 14, while Alabama slides to 21. South Florida did not make the poll, even though they beat number 25 Boise State, which is interesting. And we'll have 1 ranked game this week, Michigan, Oklahoma. Alabama took the biggest tumble.
Yeah, I think
Iowa State went up 6 spots.
Nice.
And Utah is the only lone newcomer, with Kansas State falling out.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts overall on the rankings? It just came out today.
I think outside of PSU, Penn State, I mean, they beat up on whoever the fuck they beat, Nevada or whatever it was. But, I mean, you look at who Ohio State beat, who LSU beat, who Miami beat, like all worthy of moving up. Notre Dame stayed at what, 7? Or are they 8? But, nonetheless, those are the 3 teams who killed me this past week, and Ohio State, LSU, and And Miami, I don't got one good thing to say about Arch.
Hey, we don't have enough data and stuff going on right now, but yeah, I mean,
well deserved. I think it's well deserved.
Your thoughts on the so I guess kind of going off that Ohio State Texas game.
Yeah.
The Heisman Trophy winner, like obviously Arch's odds slipped a ton. I mean, I could have told you that, like, he's gonna have a rough game week 1 regardless, and his odds are gonna slip. So if you like him, he's gonna put up numbers these next couple games here.
Sure.
But I think Nussmeier's number 1 right now for the Heisman. Yeah. What do you think after 1 week? Like, is there any dark horses that you like? Obviously, Castellanos is like people are talking about him, but
gonna shoot up.
Is there anyone that you really liked? I mean, there wasn't great quarterback play in some of the top matchups.
Yeah.
And Jeremiah Smith was terrible. So
I don't hate Nussmeier, man. I mean, he capitalized on one of the best defenses in the country in Clemson. I always Jeremiah Smith and DJ Lagway were going like my preseason Heisman picks. I still love them. Jeremiah Smith obviously didn't have the game, to his caliber, but he went up against a great Texas secondary who did a really good job at kind of neutralizing him and not letting him run wild. But yeah, I think Nussmeier. I don't know about.
This is way too early.
I like Allard a lot. I like Lagway. He's like a better Cam Ward in my mind.
There's still too much time, I feel like, to even talk Heisman too much. Also, I feel like he could have used a beer because I am getting no energy from Billy right now.
Are you kidding me?
I'm getting no energy.
This guy wants me yelling in the mic. Ben, I'm going to blow your ears out.
All right, well, we'll start getting.
Let me get to the games first.
All right, well, let's start talking about first, before we dive into the games, let's talk about Beat the Bookie. Talk to people through what happened there, what's to come this week. My opinion is you shouldn't have taken the biggest game of the week with the line movement and crazy stuff with that. You could say I'm wrong, but that's my advice after doing this for a while.
Yeah.
How do you feel about last week? What should people expect from Beat the Bookie moving forward here?
Yeah, initially, I mean, it was disappointing, right? We won with week 1 in Hawaii, lose with Texas. Simon's the typical guy of like, clock hits 0, Texas already lost. He's like, oh, it shouldn't have been Texas. Like, no shit, buddy. I fucking wish I could have.
No, you took the most public game that any idiot could have gone to the sportsbook and taken.
I would never change my pick. I think Texas should have won that game. They had multiple chances to do so. It just ultimately came
in
down to Arch and Sark.
In the shoe.
It's a public bet.
In the shoe.
I'll go against.
I'm not saying it's a public. Just the line movement in that game. There was a lot going on there.
Yeah, I mean, hell, everybody's the worst gambler when it's already announced a loss. So going into this week, man, we're going to bounce back. Looking at now we have the NFL to parlay with that. More games to choose from, better lines.
So you're picking one NFL or one college?
Each week, yep.
Both?
No, just one a week. So we have, just a reminder for anybody watching, one winner each week, 100% winnings on a $500 best bet. All you got to do is like, tag 2 friends, and follow.
What happens if you lose, though?
No, I mean, we still take care of them on the back end.
Some free play?
Some free play, yeah.
All right.
But, nobody goes home a loser. We took care of our guy, Connor Van Duzen, 13, was the winner who unfortunately lost.
I think Danny 05's our lucky charm.
That's what I'm saying. He might just keep winning each week. I might pick him each week.
We should have Ben at her. We should Ben and Vic. That'd be fun.
Exactly.
All right, cool. So that's good for that. But moving into week 2 here, the matchups are pretty shitty, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I was looking at an early week 2 sharp report and kind of wanted to go through that with you. So
what do you got?
Baylor at SMU. I know your guy Sawyer Robertson against Auburn. That was interesting.
I fucking hate Arnold.
Yeah. So I'll just read through you some of these stats from VSiN here, and then you can kind of talk to me about your analysis a little bit about these games, what you're seeing.
Sure.
The line for Baylor SMU opened at SMU as a 4-point home favorite. The public thinks the line's too short, and most of the bets are laying the points with SMU. However, we're seeing the line fall from 4 to 3. So it seems like the sharp play here is Baylor.
Yeah.
And then the total's been raised a little bit, and the over's getting a lot of the sharp money. So over and Baylor as a road dog here. What do you think, Billy?
Yeah, look, I think Baylor, some people might be overreacting after that Auburn loss. Their defense is a problem. I think Sawyer Robertson's still one of the best quarterbacks in the Big 12. I don't hate that bet. I think it's kind of similar to that UF.
Would you take a money line or take spread?
It's at 3.5. I like the 3.5. Get the field goal. I'll I'll take a money line. That's what I did with USF. I took USF money line. I think it's kind of similar to that game. People have the last year thought of SMU, the last year thought of Boise State, and a good USF team went out and beat them. I do think, like, what do you think? Baylor at home now. What is that line? Pick 'em favorite to the Baylor about like 1.
Yeah, I mean it's at SMU, so it's a little different.
But I like it. I like Baylor there.
I can't go Baylor after last week, even with these stats.
Yeah, that hurt. That was a bad one. That was like the start of like
because you were shitting on, or maybe me too, these Auburn fucking 8 quarterbacks or whatever.
Committee. I mean, they just ran with Jackson Arnold, and that fucking pussy.
He's like on the Heisman Trophy watch now.
He was a guy who got benched last year. You know what I mean? But I think what do you call it? After that USF game, I was on top of the world. I thought I couldn't lose a bet, and then Sawyer Robertson unfortunately wasn't able to get it done, and we all know how Texas and
Sawyer Robertson, man. Don't know what this. So what's your bet for Baylor? Baylor money line. Tell the people.
Yeah, give me 3.5 and then sprinkle on the money line.
All right, what's a sprinkle for you? Half a unit?
Yeah, I'd probably say
Quarter?
about give me 1 unit on the 3.5, about a half on the money line.
What's your opinion of like the same game?
See where the line moves though. I mean, we still have a lot of time. Like
it's probably going to keep moving in the direction of Baylor, is my thought.
Which I would love. So that's what I'm saying. If you can,
no, it's going to move in the direction of Baylor as like the sharp money's coming in, so the line's going to move down to like 2. Or
you'd want to be as neutral as possible. I mean, if you can get the value at 3.5 now, absolutely take it. But see where it moves. If it moves the opposite way, take a step back, evaluate, see why. I mean, we talked about this as my biggest tip. If you can't believe in what we're saying, don't take it. Do your own research.
Yeah. It's good to see these early lines. Another game we got, I don't even know what kind of bowl this is, or what the title of the game is.
Yeah.
Iowa at Iowa State, -3, 41.5. The line opened with Iowa State listed as a 2.5-point home favorite. Public is hammering the Cyclones at home. Yeah. Then we've seen some regression and buyback to 3.5. Yeah. So it seems like Iowa so far this week is one of the most contrarian plays. Another short road dog. And Sharps have also hit the under, dropping it a full point. And it seems like the forecast is low 60s, 7 to 10 mile an hour winds. What do you think with the total and the spread here, Billy? What are we taking?
I hate to do it. Rocco Beck is my guy. He's been my guy. I think you have to go 3.5 with Iowa. Iowa ran the ball 53 times last week against Albany. Didn't know they had a football team. But that's going to be the way they beat Iowa State. Iowa State, one of the worst teams against the run. Great against the pass. Can't stop the run. You saw it. Kansas State, they were able to kind of move the ball through the ground. I don't know. I think 3.5 is a smart play for Iowa. System play. You got to go against the public. But it goes against everything I stand for as a man. I mean, I love early teams that like have meaningful wins against, like, look, Iowa beat Albany. Iowa State also beat Kansas State, a ranked opponent, right? So hard to not ride waves at times, but I think the smarter bet here is Iowa 3.5.
We're taking another dog. What about the total?
What is that, 44? I think they're going to drain the hell out of the clock.
41.5 and moved all the way down to from 42.5.
That's the only point. I don't know. I wouldn't play the under-over. Iowa State knows how to drain the fucking clock like a motherfucker, but
does
I don't know. That's a tough line.
Does Iowa State have a big home field advantage here, or Iowa always plays them there, so not really?
Yeah, Battle of Iowa, right? I think the under-over, like, the way I think Iowa State wins this game is if they kill them in the air. If Iowa State can stall out Rocco Beck, I'm going to say Carson Beck, Rocco Beck, like, this is going to be a nightmare for Iowa State. If Rocco Beck's top of his game, playing to the best of his ability, now you're looking at Iowa having to run the ball, 75 yards down the field and staying up, like keeping up with this team. But again, a team that rushes like that, you saw Iowa State struggle a bit with Kansas State with Avery Johnson and the kid Edwards. I think the rush might be too much, and Iowa State might find themselves in tricky spots, having to kind of play down or play fast, with maybe losing like an early lead or something. Gotcha. I like Iowa 3.5.
Like it or love it?
I love it. 3.5. That's probably.
I need Billy beer energy right now. I'm getting.
This guy wants me to be like Saratoga, like, dude.
What, yeah. You want a tequila shot?
I mean, he's got booze, bro. I drove us here.
Come on, dude. No. I love it. I love Iowa.
All right. He loves Iowa, people. He loves Iowa. He's not showing it, but he loves Iowa.
Early
lean. They got
official play.
Official plays are not out yet.
Yes.
Next game, biggest game of the week. We got a ranked game between two big-time programs.
There we go.
Michigan did not cover. We actually sent out New Mexico first half, which cashed. Very good slate for me. I have to put up. I'm going to put it on my calendar right now. Week 1 bets. Just recap. Hold on.
Yeah, I think I only won with TCU and UCF. I keep saying UCF. USF lost with Texas and Clemson.
All right. Line list open. Oklahoma listed as 2.5-point home favorite.
Jumped up.
Sharps bumped this line from 2.5 to 5.5. It even reached 6.5. It looks like the Sharps are on Oklahoma. The Sooners have heavy bet against the public, fade the trendy dog. Sharps have also leaned under, which I'd probably lean here because it's a primetime game. That's going to be the most heavily game.
Yep.
But what do you think of this spread? I mean, it's just moving in Oklahoma's direction. What are your thoughts on the two quarterbacks here, and what would be your early lean for right now?
Yeah, OU minus 5.5. I think they lean in every single. I think they have a better defensive line, better receiver group. I like Mateer over.
What about their defense?
Great D line. I think their secondary is fine. Linebacker group is fine. Head coach by Venables. Like I was saying, I think they have the edge in almost every position group that matters to me besides the title, right? Everybody's going to want to publicly bet Michigan, one of the biggest college programs in.
As a dog.
That's what I'm saying. Getting them at 5.5.
It's going to be the only good game this weekend. I feel like everybody's going to be hammered Saturday loading up their bets.
And they see Michigan, they think.
Michigan is a 5.5-point dog.
Exactly.
And are they ranked higher?
And it's in Oklahoma. So I think Oklahoma, I think it's.
And Michigan is ranked higher. I like Oklahoma here.
Yeah, definitely. I like Oklahoma a lot. That's my best bet of the week of early line reads. I like that 5.5 number a lot. I think they win by a touchdown, maybe 10.
If it gets up to like 7, would you still take it?
See, that's where it gets tough. I think Bryce Underwood, make no mistake about it. Freak athlete, great player.
This is a tough test.
Yeah. I mean, you saw it was on display against New Mexico State, even though you covered. Like, he showed signs of damn, this kid's fucking.
Yeah, that was the first half. And
yeah. But I think I like Mateer. I think they have a better D line. They have a good receiver group with Keontez Lewis and Deion Burks. Great D line. R. Mason Thomas. Yeah, I think you go OU here.
All right. I'll side with you on that.
Yeah.
Again, I'm personally for that game. I'm gonna look at first half under, full game under, just because, generally speaking, I mean, we saw it this past week. The offenses are still getting kind of up to speed in these big matchups. It was a lot of low scoring.
You did well with that, really well.
Yeah. I mean, Ohio State Texas was a 47.5 point. That was a fucking lock early in the game.
Yeah.
So, but. Yeah, that's kind of it for the sharp lines. I know the other game that I had here was ASU Mississippi State, which is an interesting one here.
Yeah.
Would love to get your take on this because it's a ranked versus unranked, but, Big 12, right, versus SEC.
Yeah.
Are we going with a dog here? It's kind of a little spicy.
No. I got.
No. What the fuck? What do you mean no?
I got flamed last time for this, almost kind of similar to my UNLV coverage. I love ASU. I'm a big Sam Levitt fan. I'm a big Kenny Dillingham fan.
They lost Scadaboo.
So what? They still have Levitt.
What do you mean, so what?
Levitt. Did I say that? Can we almost go all the way back? DJ Lagway, Jeremiah Smith, Sam Levitt. Lock it in. Those are my picks for Heisman. I love Sam Levitt. Probably the biggest Sam Levitt fan on the planet.
Wow. Besides
his mother. I think they blow the doors off Miss State. Miss State is bad. They go to the portal to address a lot of issues. They got, what's that kid's name? Blake Sharpen. They beat up on a bad Southern Miss team. I think people try to make that comparison of, you look at what Baylor and Auburn did last week of Big 12 versus SEC. ASU is just too damn good. I think ASU kills them. Miss State, I don't even know. They have, what's his name? Jeff Lebby. I mean, they have no identity after what's his name left.
They were on the Netflix SEC show, and they were kind of a fucking joke.
That's what I'm saying.
Isn't that where Dak went to school?
Yeah, 5th rounder. Went to the Cowboys. Big Dak. No, I think ASU blows the doors off them. Another great bet that I love early is 6.5 ASU. If you can get it before the touchdown.
Yeah.
And I don't even really think it's going to matter. I think they blow the doors off them.
I'm going to go with the SEC school here. I think they keep it close.
Handshake bet?
Ranked what are we betting on?
What do you want to do?
I
Dinner?
don't know. Ice cream?
Anthony's Runway? This guy loves his ice cream. Anthony's Runway?
Little ice cream?
I'll do
Ice cream.
All right, ice cream. I'm going
was
extra sprinkles.
All right, fine. Extra sprinkles. All right, you heard it here first, Mons.
ASU minus 6.5.
I'm taking the plus
we're
6.5.
We're firm there. If it jumps by game time, we're firm at 6.5. You're taking the bet now.
Yeah, we're firm at 6.5.
All right, love it.
We just shook on
This
it
is gonna
now.
be the easiest cash.
We have it on camera, and Ben was here as a witness. So.
Sam Levitt, if by God chance you're watching this, brother, I love you, man. That's my guy. I loved him ever since that fucking Texas game.
Yeah. Is there anything else for college that we should be aware of this week? I mean, it was a long week with what were your thoughts on UNC? I mean, that you said that TCU. It seemed like a lot of the sharps were on TCU.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on UNC? The rest, Bill Belichick's looking in shambles.
I think it's unfortunate, man. I think Bill will always, in my mind, be cemented as one of the best coaches to ever do it. I don't know. I think this. It's hard to say. I don't think this puts a scarlet letter on his coaching career. Like he achieved what he achieved. There's nobody can tell Bill anything otherwise. But just don't think it's needed. I think the whole world was on UNC just for the thought of like, hey, Big Bill is coaching them. But
yeah, the average public bettor who goes up to Hard Rock is like
exactly.
that.
How can Big Bill lose? You know what I mean? Like that whole thing is Big Bill by a million.
And they had like Michael Jordan there and all these fucking
Randy
people.
Moss, Lawrence Taylor was doing coke in the fucking suite. I think it was crazy too. Like I almost wanted to triple down. I think they went up 7 early, and then it was just all TCU from there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was. I think his girlfriend's the OC over there. She's calling plays. Like I see all those jokes online. It's fucking hilarious. But no, I think TCU is just a far better team. UNC is probably in some dark days ahead of. I think Bill. You talk about an unsuccessful season. There's no doubt about it. He's gone. He's not staying there. So
yeah.
He might even. I mean, I don't know if he'd go to the NFL or he's just hanging up from there.
Yeah. Well, that's really it for college for this week. It's going to be a crappy slate of games, but glad it's back. Should be interesting, some of these teams. Maybe we see some more upsets. Oh, I didn't even ask you about your opinion of FSU. Are they legit?
Dude, I don't know. I think DeBoer is the real problem there now.
So Alabama's not legit.
No, I think that they have a roster to win. I think it's his culture that he made. I saw a couple of things online. You never know how true that is, but you look like he just got out coached. I mean, if I'm being honest, it's Norvell. I was gonna say who's the coach for FSU, Norvell, but he just got out coached. I think he's changing the Alabama way. I think he's putting that program kind of under it. And he had success at Washington. I think it's a pretty big confusion. I saw like some crazy stat line of it took Saban like 200 and something games to lose to 4 unranked opponents, and he's 6-4 against unranked opponents. Like that's terrible.
Yeah.
Alabama standards, you know what I mean?
It's also
Matt would not be happy.
It's also interesting. 3 Florida schools in the top 14 now.
Yeah, I saw that. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool for the state of Florida.
Yeah, I hope we get more people out at the bars, but that's a whole other thing. All right, Billy, we're talking by Circus Survivor. We have not put the pick in yet, but it looks like we're going with Denver. Just wanted to go over a few of the bigger matchups and spreads.
Yeah.
In brief detail, and then we'll dive in a little bit more, all right?
Sure.
All right, so Cowboys, Eagles. This line's now up to 8.5. You're a Cowboys guy. I can see Dallas somehow winning this game just because of the quarterback and the weapons that they have, and maybe they embrace Micah being gone. I don't see it being crazy that they somehow win this.
Yeah, you talk about
But from a spread perspective, what do you just think about the game overall?
Yeah, I was gonna say you want me to be quick, right? I'd say.
I mean, you could dive into it a little bit. Sure, dive into it.
Cowboys stop the run. Cowboys win the early downs on defense. This is no doubt about it. If you don't think I'm right, you're crazy. It's a toss-up game. Cowboys are one of the most polarizing offenses in football. 2 number ones on each side. A fine running back committee. A good tight end in Jake Ferguson. Young O-line. But again, if the Cowboys can stop the run, neutralize Saquon as much as you can. And it sounds silly. Make Jalen Hurts beat you. Make A.J. Brown beat you. I'd rather lose in the air than lose by land. We know what Saquon can do. We know how great that O-line is. Hopefully Kenny Clark, your boy, can make some plays.
Yeah, he's a beast.
Plays. I think 8.5 for a divisional matchup. Season opener, too high. I think Dak will play it close. I'll never side with the Eagles. The Eagles are my most hated team in all sports. I'll never side with them, even if I truly thought that they would win this game. I'll never say it. Give me 8.5 and the Cowboys on the money line.
So, all right, that's fair. No, I mean that's reasonable. You're a Cowboys fan. Have you heard about my winning margin stuff before? Or not really?
Team to win by 1 to 7, right?
Well, for example, if you think Dallas is going to cover and not win,
Yeah,
you can just take Eagles 1 to 10 winning margin at plus 160. So then you get the 9 and the 10, which 10's a key number.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? I do a lot of winning margins, and for me, if I like Dallas to cover and Philly to win, I'm taking that at plus 160. And if I need a hedge live with Dallas, I will.
You could.
But what do you think of that? FanDuel's offering 1 to 10 at plus 160 versus plus 8.5 for Cowboys at minus 110.
Yeah, that's not to be like you cracked the code, but that's a great method. Like you said, you can always hedge it with a live bet.
It's not foolproof.
I think it more times than not, it will definitely.
But if you're confident that Dallas is covering, you can also just take Eagles 1 to 10 and then Cowboys money line at plus 3, whatever.
Yeah, I told the Super Bowl story of how I won on the Eagles 2K, Devonta Smith and Eagles money line. I felt sick to my stomach. My dad made fun of me for 2 months. Couldn't even look me in the eye. But in this scenario, I would never take Eagles 1 to 10, especially against the Cowboys. But I actually love that idea in other games.
Well, we're talking about for someone who's going to their FanDuel app in fucking New Jersey, and they're like, I don't think Dallas is going to win, but I think they're going to cover.
Yeah, what do we preach from day one, right? I think if you do your own research, you believe in your own thing. If obviously don't listen to me, I'm a biased Cowboy fan, but if you truly believe the Eagles will win this game, no doubt, but by how much? 10 is a great number.
You're getting 10 over 8.5 at plus odds at plus 160.
That's a great bet.
I've always liked the winning margin, so I just wanted to get your thoughts on that one.
That's a great idea.
I may make a video on that.
I love that.
Let's see who else for Survivor. This line keeps moving. Giants 5.5. Now all the way down to Ben's a Giants fan. There we go.
We're gonna lead the division.
They might fucking win this game on Sunday. I've been telling people.
Simon's big on the Giants.
Plus 5.5. What do you think?
Yeah, Simon's big on the Giants this year. I like that D line. I like him a lot. I think they did a good job in the secondary. I think the defense is fine. I'm just not high on Russ. I think the Commanders still kind of come out on fire. Sorry, Ben, but I think 5.5 is a little too low for.
Well, it keeps moving. Yeah, I was at 6.5, 6.
It's in MetLife?
No, it's in Washington.
Wow. So that's kind of.
But they played them well in both games. I like that D line. I think it's.
Yeah, Tibbs, Brian Burns, Dexter is one of the best in the league.
Yeah.
They got a good.
Abdul Carter.
Abdul, Bobby O at linebacker. They invested in Javon Holland in the secondary. They got a couple other kids.
Also, was gonna ask randomly. He's gonna get a laugh out of this. What's up with the hair? Do you comb it?
This guy wants to wait till we start recording to make fun of my fucking hair, dude. It's a little puffy today. I had to work today, man. Come on.
I mean, is it puffy or is it combed?
I did my hair in the morning. Why are we talking about my hair? Are we talking about football? Or are we talking about Billy Dugan's hair?
We're talking about Billy Dugan, aka Max Dugan's cousin, hair.
Yeah. No, it's a little unkept today. I mean, what I did my.
You know what's gonna be unkept? That fucking Commanders O line against the Giants D line.
I don't hate that at all.
The Giants D line people, they're gonna put up fucking numbers this weekend. They're gonna keep this close, and they may outright upset. So.
Is that something you're playing?
That's only for Discord premium subscribers to know.
I like it.
We won't say yet. Let's see what other games we got for Survivor here.
Yeah.
This one, we're both in alignment with this.
Why?
You already know what game it is.
Arizona?
Yeah, Arizona.
Arizona's going to lose this game, guys. The Saints are. Kamara's going to go.
This is a terrible Survivor pick, I think.
No, I wouldn't. I couldn't bet on that defense. I couldn't feel good about it. I think Simon put it in a good what would you call that? Like a good. Not metaphor, whatever. He put it in a good way of saying, do you feel comfortable putting $282 on the Broncos money line this week? And I said, absolutely fucking yes. Would I have the same thought against the Arizona, with the Arizona Cardinals against the Saints? I wouldn't. So that Cardinals game, I think, didn't the O-line get worse? I'm a big Marvin Harrison fan. I liked him at Ohio State, but I mean, Kyler, I don't know. That team's just not built to win, but we talked about it last week. I'd want to offload them. I wouldn't want to keep them forever. I guess we just have to find another weak spot in their schedule.
Yeah, I'm reading right now most heavily on Denver,
which that's not good for us. But I think Denver, no doubt.
Yeah, not great.
It's like a Billy Dugan guarantee. There's no way they lose that game.
Wow, that's a guarantee. All right. Yeah, my opinion with this Arizona-New Orleans game is, look, Superdome's a tough place to play. They're not starting a rookie quarterback.
Are they going Rattler?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And, Kamara can run the ball. Arizona being 6.5-point favorites on the road, I think is extremely high. I know that it's moving in their direction. I think a lot of people are going to use Arizona. So, guys, stay away from the Arizona Cardinals in Survivor.
Yeah, and almost to protect us here, we're not saying that. Like, I don't think the Cardinals will lose. Like, I think the Saints can play this game competitive, and
Somebody's losing.
We want to avoid that. Like, I don't want this to be like the Cardinals win, and people are like, "Yo, these guys are idiots. They don't know what we're talking about." The Cardinals should win this game. There's no doubt. Like, you should beat up on Rattler. They should.
Yeah, but there's always big dogs in the NFL, and
Exactly. I mean, Kamar's not a guy I want to fuck with, so I'll take the Broncos.
And also for Survivor, you don't have to use every team. It's only 20.
Yeah.
So there might be a spot for the Cardinals. This I would stay away from completely. I'm not. Even though he played in the preseason, Bengals at Cleveland against the veteran. Like, this is another one where Cincinnati, we already talked about it, been terrible. In the first month of the year.
Yep.
I just can't. I don't even want to touch that game, to be honest. Maybe the total, but I'm not. Division game.
Yeah, I wouldn't touch it.
Yeah, and not worth it.
That defense is great, obviously.
I mean, Burrow played in the preseason and looked good, so and he's a beast.
It's preseason, right? Like,
yeah.
I wouldn't touch that game.
Next one, it's moved down a little bit, I guess, the other way to Denver -7.5. Still nothing changed.
Give me the Denver Broncos. I think they're.
So you're more confident, way more confident, if you weren't a Cowboys fan, let's say, in the Denver game than
the Eagles. 100%.
Yeah,
give me Denver.
Division game, you don't want to take.
Exactly, and like not to be this guy, like Dak plays the Eagles well. Like he's 9-4, I think, against the Eagles.
Yeah,
33-8.
He could beat them.
100%.
He's a legit top 12 quarterback.
One of the best offenses in football.
We're talking about a top 12 quarterback for that game versus the Denver game where it's a rookie with banged up.
Sean Payton's gonna. I mean.
Yeah.
He wouldn't allow it. He wouldn't there wouldn't be a Denver Bronco team anymore if they lost that game.
And then
they only got better. I think that's
just so while we're talking Survivor, Billy, next week it's looking like the biggest spread right now is Baltimore 12.5 at home against the Browns. Probably would stay away from that.
Yeah, you'd want to save Baltimore.
Bills at Jets 7.5.
Save the Bills.
Niners -7.5 at the Saints again. I know the Saints are going to be dog shit, but
I mean, see how they play, right? Like if Arizona beats the brakes off them, like okay, now we know San Fran can beat the brakes off them, but San Fran might.
And then Arizona again next week. They're 5.5-point favorites already in the early look ahead against Carolina.
No, I like Carolina there 100%.
Spread at least.
Yeah, that's something I'll play. Like I'll bet.
Like what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, I think Arizona's one of those teams they might have.
But again, we don't want to take the biggest spreads each week, so.
No. You got to be methodical, and we talked about this on the way here.
We're not taking Baltimore then week 2. You're saying?
No. You talked about it too, like divisional matchup. But we talked about it like week 1. I think in Survivor, this might be what do you call it? Like a square way to or strategy. I think week 1 you advance, you see week 2, and then you can evaluate. Then you can go into each matchup in the future and be like, hey, like we talked about the Dolphins-Colts game. If the Dolphins kill in the air, but their defense looks terrible, like it will be, like, okay, they play the Jets. We know they're going to kill them in the air attack. How are they going to do with Justin Fields rushing attack, Breece Hall, XYZ? So I think the biggest strategy in this is we go Broncos. We see week 2. There's no doubt in my mind the Broncos win this game.
We're not taking the Ravens.
We're not going to take the Ravens. We're going to just see, okay, now we can get methodical.
There's a better spot for the Ravens.
Exactly.
The Ravens also lost last year to the Raiders at home, week 2. They have these games early in the year that they've tended in the past to lose.
Talk about like Eagles too. Eagles went 2-2 last year in their first 4. Could be the Cowboys 0-1 spot.
It wouldn't shock me.
No, it really wouldn't.
The Titans one would shock me. The Cowboys one would not.
Exactly. And I think that's the moral of the story. So I think we go with Denver. And then after that, we start to get methodical, see matchups we like, and exploit the Circus Survivor.
All right. Well, we got like 10 minutes left. Let's go through the big matchups, Billy.
Let's do it.
We already did Cowboys Eagles. I think we got enough analysis there.
Cowboys.
And Chiefs Chargers in Brazil Friday night. What are your thoughts on this matchup here?
This is a game I'd wait. I'd wait and see where the
live bet.
No, not like that. Like wait till we get to the game. I want to see where the public is. I I do this every year. I think Patrick Mahomes is every year going to fall off, and he never does.
Well, the Chargers and Chiefs have played very close games.
Exactly, for the past 4 years. So I think
I'm probably just gonna live bet this one.
Yeah.
I might look at the total or like a first half or second half. But
I don't hate that at all. I think see the flow of the game. I think if you want to pre-bet this pre-kickoff, I think this is a Chiefs not prove it spot, but put their names right back in the pot of like they got fucked up in the Super Bowl, but this is still Patrick.
I mean, I'm looking at the totals.
No Rasheed. I mean,
Cowboys Eagles is 47.5 and Chiefs Chargers is 45.5. I way more see the Cowboys Eagles game fucking going over that number than the Chiefs Chargers. That could be a slow first half under kind of grind game.
Yeah, run the ball. I think the Chargers their attack is going to be on the ground, utilizing still Ladd, and they brought in Keenan back, Trey Harris, kid out of Ole Miss. I think with the Cowboys, sorry to almost go back for a second, that 47.5 is so scaring me because I think everybody knows both these teams can score at will. So why is the under-over so low? That's one of them. I'm staying completely away. I could see it shooting way over. I could see it like a 35-28 shootout game, and I can also see it a lot of drive stall. I'd hate to say it, but I think a lot of points can be scored on the Eagles' end, and maybe the Cowboys get stalled out. But I'd stay away from that under-over. That 47.5 is a very weird line for two very sought-after, explosive offenses.
Yeah. Next game, we got the afternoon games here.
Yep.
Lions-Packers. Packers 2.5-point favorites. I know I'm going to sound a little fucking biased, but we're...
Do you think Micah Parsons was worth a 1.5-point boost? Weren't they just pick him?
I think it was 1.5, so like a point boost.
Micah?
I just think the Lions, to start off the year with the new coordinators, they're centering on. I think they're going to have their first preseason game. It kind of showed, and yes, they adjusted during preseason. It's not a huge deal, but we lost to them last year at home. The Lions are nasty, but I got to side Green Bay here. I mean, they're my team, but I'll also fade them when I need to.
Yeah.
Just with the coordinators and coach, what do you think?
Yeah, it's in Lambeau. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually would lead in the Packers here. Even before Micah got over there, it looked like it was a pick'em game. I couldn't agree with you more. I still think they run a similar scheme. I don't think they shy away from the success they had last year, but losing
both
Aaron
coordinators
and Ben Johnson
and their center,
they're gonna feel that. Yeah, 100%.
And Goff outdoors, he's a different quarterback.
I just want to see. I want to see like that Lions team by week 3, week 4. I think like there's a lot of guys I love this year. Like I love Jameson Williams this year. I mean, obviously, who's not gonna love Jahmyr Gibbs? But I like some guys that like even take another step in their career. I think that Lions could be a very, very good team.
In their environment at home with the dome and the crowd.
When the Lions are playing their game, there's nobody better than the Lions. But we saw it last year with the Redskins-Lions game. Like once the Lions are out of their groove, like
and they had a ton of injuries, and they have Hutchinson back.
They lost what? They lost a couple corners. Carlton Davis. They lost. They lost a couple guys. Still there.
Let's see the other game.
I'll go Packers. I like the Packers 2.5 there. I hate to say it. I wish Micah Parsons the worst. Hope he's back.
Yeah, he's getting the shots and shit.
Yeah, that's terrible. How do you pay for that?
I don't know. Prime time, we got Ravens, Bills. What are your thoughts? Sunday Night Football.
Yeah, a game again. I would want to wait until we get a little bit closer. Early leans, I'm actually going to go with the Ravens. Kind of a hot take. I think the Ravens got better. Can I really say
I don't know if it's a hot take. They're 1.5-point dogs.
Well, I mean, everybody's going to be on the Bills. Everybody, like, Bills are now one of the most public teams you can bet on.
They're in Hard Knocks now. They haven't won a Super Bowl.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Everybody wants Josh Allen to win. Guy's smashing Haley Steinfeld. He's doing all right. You know what I mean? Like,
he's doing great.
Don't worry about him. No, I like Lamar. I like Lamar here. I take what is it? Is it in Baltimore or in?
No, it's in Buffalo.
I take Lamar here. I think that team only got better. Great additions in like Jair Alexander.
Do you think it's a close game?
Yeah. I think like that's you want to talk about like Texas, Ohio State.
No, I'm talking about like winning margins.
Oh yeah. See, like that's a good idea. Like I'd play the Ravens 1-10.
I think it's a 3-point. This is a field goal game. I think we got a great game Sunday night.
I think so too. I think that's what the NFL wants in the script as well. I think Lamar and the Ravens get it done, but I think it's gonna be a great game nonetheless.
Yeah, I already got a pick for this next game, I believe. I haven't even dug into it that much, but I'm going to have to find numbers that really don't back me up on this.
Yeah.
Vikings, Bears, Monday Night Football, huge division matchup in a great division there. We already talked about the other two teams in the division.
Yep.
Vikings 1.5-point favorites against the Bears. Obviously, new quarterback situation here.
Sure.
Totals 44.5. I really like the under here, or first half under, or second half, some type of under, because JJ's a rookie going into Soldier Field.
Major injury.
New system and offense for the Bears here. I just don't see how we get that many points in this game. So I'm looking for unders everywhere, especially first Monday Night Football. Public's going to be hammering the overs.
Yeah.
Maybe some player prop unders, but the Bears O-line is drastically improved. But the Vikings with Brian Flores, they can fucking blitz.
And the Vikings have a great defense.
Yeah, so I think it's going to be a low scoring.
Yeah.
Maybe like 20-17 maximum kind of game. I think it'll be another close game.
Yeah, took the words right out of my mouth. I love the under here, and I love the Bears. Give me the Bears. I'm not too high on J.J. McCarthy coming off a major injury like that. You just have to see how the kid plays. Like, he can prove me completely wrong and light it up on Monday Night Football. I'd like to see it first. Give me the Bears. I'll take a guy I know I can rely on. Like you said, they made huge improvements in the O-line. Ben Johnson, offensive guru. I'll take the Bears.
All right. I probably just live bet that one. The primetime games, I kind of tend to do that a little bit more.
Yeah, like see the flow of the game. I don't hate that at all.
Yeah, you can get good value at halftime.
Yep.
You know, especially if you can get a team at like +7.5, +10.5 even.
Yeah.
Or a winning margin like 1-6.
Yeah.
When the under starts to go down.
Yeah.
There's some stats that we'll go into there.
Yeah. I love the under though. I love the under, and I've actually been trying to get into live betting myself. I mean, I live bet Clemson.
I can help you.
But
Notre Dame, did you live bet?
Yeah,
oh, great.
+380. That one. I like the odds. I like the juice I'm getting in a game that's always going to finish close.
I'll tell you. Are you a teaser guy?
I've been trying to get into it. I know you talk very highly about it.
Yeah, I think I was just watching a video on VSiN about it, and I think a big problem that I think the books realize there's liability, and they're pricing it up to -120 and -130. But like, you know, the offshore one of them that we use, it's -110.
Yeah.
So for people that are out there that are on Hard Rock or in states with not as many options, like, or if you have a buddy who's like, oh, I only use FanDuel, like, what are your thoughts on them being like? Do you go to one supermarket for everything? Kind of like,
sure.
I mean, if the eggs are cheaper at Whole Foods versus Publix, I'm going to go to Whole Foods.
Exactly.
But it seems like people are very stuck in their ways sometimes with like, you're going to pay -130 for all teasers when you can get them at -110.
Right. I couldn't agree more. I always say it. I'll drive the extra mile for 20 cents off gas, right? And I think it's a good analogy too. Like
in sports betting, you don't have to go anywhere. You're just in your fucking.
You're on your phone. It's as easy as that. I think
you should be on at least 2.
I actually will be honest here. I was a little bit, what do you call that? I was not really too into line shopping. I really was kind of one of those people, like DraftKings shorts.
Yeah, it's easier.
I'll open the app up.
Skeptical.
I was skeptical. Thank you.
Yeah, it's easier.
I would just open the app up, but when you talk about -110 odds. I mean, look at I think teasers again. Why I'm starting to get into them a little bit more. You talk about that Cowboys Eagles game. You'd think like I love the Cowboys at +15. You get them at -110.
I probably wouldn't tease it to that, but
you wouldn't tease it up. I would tease it up.
No,
you tease the Eagles down.
Yeah, that's the Wong teaser, getting through the 3 and the 7. But that doesn't necessarily. The Wong teasers are so popular now that everybody's kind of taking them. But
who's Wong? Who's this big Wongster?
Sanford Wong. He developed the Wong teaser, like taking like dogs 1.5, 2.5, up to 7.5, kind of 8.5.
Get past that number, but I mean, Cowboys get to 2 touchdowns, 15. I like it.
All right. Any other thoughts for the games this weekend here as we wrap up college or NFL?
No, super excited. I know we'll have videos to come as we get closer.
Beat the bookie.
Plays, beat the bookie.
Have you decided if it's college or the NFL?
No, I'll have to do a little bit more of a deep dive. I love certain games we talked about today. I won't go into, again, official picks, but that'll just be something as we get closer. I mean, that's the beauty of now having NFL and college on every Saturday, Sunday, Thursday, and Monday. I get to choose. So find the best line. We'll exploit it.
Yeah, we'll get you in the Discord. As I sign off here, guys, we have revamped our Discord. There was way too many channels, so Billy and I will be in there chatting, giving out some plays in there. So please, guys, make sure you All the links in our bio are now towards the Discord. We're doing a big push on Twitter. So Discord. That's where we get all our information. Hopefully, Billy will be chatting this week on Discord. But
I love it.
Great show, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. We have David from Winnable on, and Mons will be back. Billy will be in the office. So great college football episode. We'll be talking NFL tomorrow, and everyone have a good night.
See you this week.